Welcome to the Transformational Soul Show with your host, Ruth Soltman. Are you ready to experience more stability in your life? You can change your life and be who you are meant to be, your authentic self.
Well, hello and welcome to the Transformational Soul. My name is Ruth Soltman, and I would like to welcome you and thank you for watching. We are streaming live right now on YouTube, Facebook, Rumble, and Twitter. So wherever you are watching us from, I welcome you and I thank you. And if you are watching in the replay, thank you so much for watching. I'm very grateful for all of you that are here tonight. Let's see. Please hit the thumbs up or the like button, depending on where you're watching from. Please share the show and retweet if you're on Twitter. I greatly appreciate that. And if you're here, please say hello so we can welcome you. I'd like you to check out my website, ruthsoltman.com. It's RUTH, S as in Sam, OL, T as in Tom, M as in Mary, A-N as in Nancy.com. And if you go to my website, you can find out all about my books, my oracle cards, and my services. And I'm going to be posting this week on my website. I have my new book coming out next month, so you can check that out as well. Goldylocks Productions has this amazing group on Telegram. If you're not on there, I highly recommend it. There's so much great information, amazing energy. There is, constant communication throughout the day. It's really great. Goldylocks Productions also has an online store, and you can purchase some awesome merchandise. So check that out. Maybe you get something, reminiscent of your favorite show or just something in general. There's a lot of things to choose from. And don't forget to check out the Goldylocks Energize cards. They're very amazing, and I know you guys have seen them because we all use them on our shows. But when you do order, there's a direct link for you to order, and they'll be mailed directly to you. You can also become a Goldylocks VIP. There's different levels of membership, and each membership level has its own perks. And you can join that through Patreon or YouTube. There's also a VIP show twice a month. It is not required. But if you would like to make a tip or donation to the show, I'm very grateful for that. You can do that via my Venmo, Super Chat, or Super Sticker on YouTube, or Rumble Rant on Rumble. If you make a donation of $5 or more, you will move to the front of the line and get a little bit longer message when I give messages. And I want to thank you, Robert, for your donation. I am very grateful. I really appreciate that. And thank you to all of you who show your support by liking the show and sharing all of the show information. I am very grateful to all of you. Happy birthday to everyone celebrating a birthday this week, and happy birthday to my new grandson, Jackson Matthew. He was born Thursday, June 29th, and he was a whopping 10 pounds, 3 ounces. Mom and baby are home, and they have been doing great. So we have a new little one. It's so much fun. And the girls are real excited to have a baby brother. Wow, I have a lot to tell you guys this week. So how is everyone doing? How has everyone been doing? Hello, Sarah. Hello, Stony. Hello, Heather. Yes, I did. My 4th was very relaxing. I hope you enjoyed yours. And I hope your dog is doing better. Hello, Joyce. Nice to see you all here. So right now we are still in this full moon, actually super moon energy that happened was it yesterday or Monday? I don't know, but we're still kind of coming off of that energy. So continue to release and heal, and remember to set your intentions. Now, the Sirius Stargate is also open for a few more days, and this energy is helping to awaken us and elevate us to higher levels of consciousness. Sarah, thank you so much for your super sticker. I greatly appreciate that. I am checking right now the Schumann resonance, which seems to have disappeared from my phone. Oh, how nice. It's been relatively low. Yeah, it's still 9. It's been relatively low this week. I haven't noticed a difference other than I've been sleeping more, like not waking up when I usually do. I've been sleeping a lot more. So yesterday we celebrated the 4th of July in the United States, Independence Day. I hope everyone had a fun and a safe holiday. Speaking of Independence Day, when are you going to celebrate your personal Independence Day? What is the day that you gained your independence, your personal independence, your freedom? Freedom from all of the stuff that society has put upon you. Freedom from all of the stuff that you're holding on to that isn't yours. Freedom from the beliefs that you grew up with that were never even yours to begin with. What is the day that you declare your freedom and you start living the life that you are meant to be living? When are you going to free yourself from the past? Just something to really think about. Now is the time. Now is the time to release ourselves from all of this so that we can move forward and become everything that we came here to be. So, did anyone go to the movies this weekend or yesterday and see The Sound of Freedom? I know we've been posting about it a lot. Tiffany talked about it several times on her show. I am not sure if I did on my show. I don't recall. But this movie was released yesterday on the 4th. My son Tommy took me to see it on Monday. It was actually playing in some theaters on Monday. And this movie was amazing. Absolutely amazing. It's a movie that everyone needs to see. I wasn't sure. I hadn't planned on seeing it in the movie theater. I figured I would wait and watch it in the comfort of my home. But then when the opportunity came up, I thought, well, there's a reason for this, so I'm going to go. It sheds a light. It sheds light on a very dark place in our society. Child sex trafficking. This is the true story of Tim Ballard. You can research him, Google him. There's a lot of information on him and the amazing work that he does. Now, this movie was made in 2018, but it was kept from being released until now. It did not have major studio backing like most movies that we go to see. Angel Studios, check them out. They have some other movies that are coming out. And I haven't looked into it, but I saw that they have an app where you can watch their stuff on the app. So check that out. And one really incredible thing they have been doing with this movie is they're giving people the opportunity to pay it forward. They're giving people the opportunity to purchase tickets for other people who may not be able to go and buy tickets on their own. And it's just such a beautiful, beautiful thing to do. But everything is in divine timing. Now is the time that it was meant to come out. Now, I got really excited when I read this yesterday. The latest news is that this movie is shaping up to be an unlikely box office hit. There have been more than $10 million in pre-sales. That's huge. That's before the movie was even released. They had that much in sales. They're predicting that this movie will earn $20 million in the first 6 days of release. So we'll have to wait, I guess, until the weekend to see. And that is just so incredible. It's horrific that things like this happen in our world, but it's good to shine light on these things and bring them to the surface. That's the only way things can be healed. The movie was very well written. The acting was fantastic. The statistical information that they give during the movie and some at the end was absolutely sickening and shocking. I urge you to go and see it. So let's continue to shine light in these very dark places. Now, I don't know if this is happening at the end of the movie everywhere, but at the end of when I saw it, there was a message from Jim Caviezel talking about how they didn't have the advertising revenue that a lot of major studios have, and word of mouth and getting the word out there. So spread the word. Spread the word. I see that, Tiffany. I see that. And a lot of things have been coming up about that. That I have been hearing lately. Okay, let me see. Some comments here. Hello, Wellness Mary. I loved your show today. Beautiful Essence was on at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. Mary had a great guest, Lauren. I don't remember her last name, but her name was Lauren. But check out her show. She has an amazing show. Heather said, I love Jim Caviezel. He's one of my favorites. Frequency is one of my favorites. That was a great movie. I think the first one I saw him in was Pay It Forward. He was the homeless guy, I believe. But yes, I've always loved him too. And the acting is great in this movie. And what this man, ends up doing, what he commits his life to, it's amazing. Absolutely amazing. So I highly encourage you guys to go and see that. If you're worried that it's going to be, too upsetting or too graphic, it's not. Of course it's upsetting. It's an upsetting subject. But it's not super graphic like, it could have been. So that's wonderful. But yes, it was really, really incredible. I'm really grateful that I got to go see it. There seems to be a lot of chaos going on around us now. So much information, so much misinformation, and so much just outright lies, that are circulating everywhere. It's important to receive information through your discernment. You know what resonates with you as truth. Take that and leave the rest. Do not worry about things that might happen. Remember that you have the ability to create your future. Manifest what you want. Don't let fear block all of the good that is coming to you. I have a really interesting story that was like, it just kind of hit me like a ton of bricks. You know how when you know something, but it doesn't all come together and then all of a sudden it just clicks. Well, this is about karma, and we all know that karma exists. Hello, Devin. Hello, Kim. Welcome. What you put out there returns to you. Now, sometimes it's instantaneous. Other times it can take years. Sometimes we may never see the full effects of karma. Sometimes it comes in a different form than the way you sent it out there. Sometimes it's the exact same form. But it always comes full circle. We might not always see it, but it always does. I had a huge revelation of karma at work in my life. Even though this happened a long time ago, I didn't make the connection until Memorial Day. So that in the end of May, when these memories just started flooding back. Both of these experiences happened on July 4th. So way back in like the late 80s or early 90s, on July 4th, I was at my workplace picnic. And on the way home, I had this feeling that something wasn't right and that I needed to call a certain person. We didn't have cell phones then, so I had to stop at a payphone. So I stopped and I called, and they finally answered, and the person sounded very strange on the phone. Very strange. And after a brief conversation, it was revealed that they had taken something that could have ended their life. I immediately hung up and called 911. By the time I got there, the ambulance had already left for the hospital. So I went to the hospital. Long story short, they survived. The doctor told me that if I hadn't called 911, they most likely wouldn't have. Now, this person went on to create a lot of pain and turmoil in my life for many years. Even though that was the case, I never regretted what I did. Now, fast forward to 2007. It was July 4th. I was living in Sedona, Arizona, and I decided that would be a great day to go hiking in the Red Rocks. So I followed along the trail, and on my way back, somehow I got lost. I couldn't find the trail that had been before me the entire time. It was just gone. So I wandered through a bunch of brush, scraped up my arms, my face, every part of me. I just couldn't find my way back and couldn't find my way out of that brush and back onto the trail. The heat was almost unbearable. It was so hot. I had water with me, but it was quickly gone. I quickly used that up. And I got to the point where I was so weak, I could only take 1 or 2 steps without having to sit and rest. I thought this might be the end. I really did. I was by myself, heard no one around, so I couldn't call for help or anything. No one was around. So I called 911 because I knew I wasn't going to be able to walk out of there on my own. So they informed me that they have rescue teams that are for this exact purpose when hikers get lost. So it took them a while to get there because they were on another rescue. So they told me to find a safe place to sit and rest until they got there. I found out what I thought was a safe place. I found out later that if a flash flood had come through, which was very common there, that I would have drowned. So it was not a safe place for me to be, but I didn't know. So the team that rescued me, they gave me some electrolytes and some water, and I was feeling better, and I was able to walk out on my own. And they asked me how I was able to contact them for help. And I told them that I called 911. Then they informed me that cell phones don't work in the canyon. It definitely gave me chills. It definitely made me realize that divine intervention was at hand. So when all of this clicked the other day, well, not the other day, but on Labor Day, when all of this clicked, I kind of feel like it was karma becoming full circle. And I thought that was really, really cool. Now I'm going to tell you that if you go hiking, there's some things you need to know. Number one, you shouldn't hike alone. If you do, then you definitely want to let's call someone and let them know where you're going to be, about how long you're going to be gone. That way, if they don't hear from you, they can send help. Take way more water than what you think you're going to need in case of an emergency. And a whistle. You want to have a whistle with you, because if you get into a situation where you need to call out for help and you can hear people around you, maybe you don't have enough energy left to actually yell, but you blow in the whistle and they're going to hear you. Plus, it gives the people that are in the rescue crew, it helps them to be able to better locate you as well. So just a few little things that I learned like that might be able to help someone else. Now, I will say, the rest of that day, I just went home, I showered, and I just laid like chilling out the rest of the afternoon. It was very exhausting. It was probably like heat stroke or something. I don't know, but I had never felt like that in my life before. But just know that karma is at work in your life too. Hello, Destiny. Hello, Kim. There you go. Kim says, divine intervention in Sedona, so you can be here tonight sharing this story. You know, not years, but a little bit later, probably a couple months later, I found out that there's a legend associated with that canyon of some woman. I didn't really dive into this or delve into this and really try to research it and find out more, but I was told that there is the spirit of a woman who lives in those canyons and watches over people. I can totally see that being the case. Someone was definitely watching over me. So when you think about some of the things in the world that happen that, might irritate you, know that karma is going to take care of things. It really is. Because what we put out there is what we're going to get back, whether it's good, whether it's something positive, whether it's something negative. What we cause to happen is going to inevitably come back to us. So always put out good energy, always put out good thoughts, and know, especially right now, this is the year for manifesting the life of your dreams. Know that you can manifest everything that you want. Everything. Now I'm going to go ahead and get started on some messages. So if anyone would like a message, please drop that in the chat box. I have Robert. I have Sarah. And whoever else would like a message. You just never know. Oh, look at Kim. Kim said, Sedona saved my life too. And I was there when I started listening to Goldylocks shows. That is awesome, Kim. That is awesome. Yes, it's a very wonderful place. And before I ever went to Sedona, so I went there with my mom and my aunt in 2007. And I knew that's where I needed to be. I had felt this calling to Sedona for like 10 years before I ever went there. But we went on this great road trip. We went, I had always wanted to go to Sedona, so we went through there. And I just fell in love with this place. It just called to me. So when I went home, I started looking for jobs there, and I found one and found a place to live all through the luck and the fortune of the internet. And so I moved there for a brief time, and it was wonderful. The energy there is incredible. There was this one place I used to go where there's this little creek ran, and I'd sit there and I'd just meditate and think. But as you're walking through this little path to get there, the energy, the hair on your arms will stand straight up. It is like nothing that you've ever felt before. It was hard to sleep sometimes because the energy there is so strong. But it's incredible. It's a place I definitely recommend you visit at least once in your life. It's such a beautiful place. Okay, Kim, thank you so much for your donation. I appreciate that. So you have Kim and Heather. My little dog is always so terrified. Well, we have thunderstorms. She's pretty bad, but 4th of July is always the worst. And she just would, as soon as she'd hear that first pop, she'd start shaking. Her whole body would just shake. So this time, we were actually sitting outside when the first few firecrackers and stuff started going off. And she just laid in my lap like she didn't even hear it. Maybe she's going deaf. I don't know. Could be a blessing for her, though. But the whole night, they got louder and more intense, and they lasted from probably 8:30 till about 2 in the morning. And she never did her little shaking. So, she snuggled right next to me and wouldn't move leave my side or my lap, because that's where she feels all of her comfort. But she reacted a lot differently, which was really awesome. Ah, wow. Athena was a champ about fireworks. Didn't faze her even a little. That is awesome. When my kids were little, I had no idea that dogs, that it hurts their ears or they don't like it or whatever. And we had a Yorkie Poo and a Siberian Husky. We would take the kids and the dogs, down to the water for the fireworks show. they never acted a funny way or anything. So I didn't even know that until many years later when I read about that. So now that I know that, it's different. Okay. Yes, Destiny. Let me write you down too. Destiny. Okay. I feel like my chair is sinking down. Let's see what we have going on. Robert. Here's some cards here. Oh, I wanted these, didn't I? Okay, Robert. Let's see what we have for you. Robert. It's hard to believe that this year is already half over. Robert. Okay, Robert, here's an interesting card for you. It says, what boundaries need to be created or strengthened within my relationships? And it says to create more healthy boundaries, we must first get in tune with our own needs, our own desires, and feelings, and believe we are worthy of them. In your relationships, it's essential to know where they end and where you begin. And, it can be very important, especially with some people, to set up boundaries, right? So that's just a little question there for you to ponder. I like this. It says, when we separate our energy from others, we gain clarity about what we really want. Then we stop doing things that no longer align with ourselves. If you are an empath, you can still be compassionate towards others without taking on their stuff. It is safe to trust that you are not here to fix anyone, only yourself, right? And we cannot, no matter how much we want someone to change, we cannot make them. That is work that they have to do for themselves. But at the same time, you don't have to let someone walk all over you, mistreat you, be verbally abusive to you. No one does. And that's sometimes a line that someone may cross, and you just have to go the other way. So look at your relationships and see if there are any boundaries that might need to be changed, adjusted, because you have to be able to be in any kind of a relationship and still be you. We cannot lose ourselves in the relationship. We cannot become like the other person in order to please them. We have to stay true to who we are. So I hope that resonates with you, Robert. And listen to your intuitive feelings. You have to trust them 100%. It says your body is receiving accurate messages from the divine. You are receiving messages from your angels and guides. You have to trust that information that you're getting, Robert, because you are very intuitive. And you have to just start trusting it. And this third card I pulled for you, it says, you are pure magic. And I do believe that I pulled that card for you very recently. But you are pure magic. You just have to, how should I put this? Kind of get out of your own way. Get out of your own way so people can see all of the magic of who you are. They can see all of the everything that you are. You bring a lot to the table with you, Robert, and don't ever be hesitant about sharing that, because that is who you are, and that is what That's what this world needs, is for people to be authentic, to be their true selves. So don't ever try to hide anybody. Don't ever try to hide who you truly are. Because that's the opposite of what we need to be doing. And we probably all know someone like that. Someone who, wears that mask and pretends to be somebody they're not because they think that's what other people want, or because they don't know who they are. But we all do now. So just keep that in mind, Robert. Okay. Next I have Sarah. See what we have for Sarah. Let me go back up here. Make sure I didn't miss anybody. Okay. Sarah. Okay, Sarah. Sarah. Ooh, Sarah. Manifestation power. That was the first card I pulled for you. Use your spiritual gifts and natural abilities to attract your desired outcome. And I know you are a very powerful manifester. And this is like the most amazing time, the most amazing year to do that. 2023 is the year of transformation. And we're all transforming things. We're transforming ourselves. We're transforming our lives. We're transforming our careers. We're transforming everything. And a lot of the ways we do that is through manifesting what we want. And with all this incredible energy here to back us, this is the perfect time to do that. Okay. Well, here's your soul truth question, Sarah. What expectations do I have that are impossible to meet? And I feel like sometimes you expect way more from yourself than is humanly possible. So don't be so hard on yourself. You are doing a fantastic job. It says here, the expectations we have are mostly delusional and impossible to meet. We then experience disappointment within ourselves or with a relationship when they are not met. It's time to dissolve your expectations and replace them with gratitude. Now, how amazing is that, and how true is that? Whenever we have expectations, a lot of times they're way, way, way up there. And if you get rid of those and just be grateful for what you do, for what you accomplish, it's going to bring more gratitude into your life. And it's going to give you more peace of mind. So don't be hard on yourself. Don't, expect way, way, way too much from yourself. Because a lot of times we expect things from ourselves that we would never expect from other people. And then when we don't meet those, we feel like we've let ourselves down. So don't even do that. Don't even start that cycle. Just get rid of that whole idea of expectations and just, make your plan. Do the best you can. Oh, and the last card I pulled for you, Sarah, it says Gratitude Rampage. List 10 things that you are thankful for. And when we do show gratitude and we focus on gratitude, we are able to stay in the present, to live in the now. So that's very important. Sarah, Kim. Okay. So continue, showing your gratitude. The more gratitude, the more feeling of gratitude that you put out there, the more energy of gratitude, the more things that are going to come to you to be grateful for. Now we have Kim. Who do we have for Kim? And Kim and Destiny, thank you both so much for your super stickers, super stickers. I greatly appreciate that. Okay. Sarah said, oh, I love that manifestation card. I have noticed when I am manifesting, it's happening much faster. Yes. Yes. I have noticed that too. With some things, not with everything for me, but with some things. So that's awesome. I'm glad that's happening for you. Give myself a break. Yes. Yes. You are a work in progress, just like we all are, and a masterpiece in progress. Okay, you are so welcome. Okay, Kim. Let's see where we're at with Kim. Kim. Kim, they're asking, who are you ready to forgive? Who are you ready to forgive? Sometimes the hardest person for us to forgive is ourselves. I am not sure why. But a lot of times that's the case. We expect a lot more from ourselves than we do from other people. But there's that word again, expectation. And the card says, I am not what happened to me. I am who I choose to become. So whatever you are hanging on to, Kim, you need to forgive, let it go, and move forward. Forgiveness brings sweet release, freedom, and insight. And that is so true. So you don't want to be holding on to any old issues or pain or anxiety or hurt. You want to get rid of that. You want to release it. You want to forgive. And and when you do, you let go of so much. It doesn't mean that the situation never happened. It doesn't mean that you have to have anything to do with that person anymore in your life. Because you can love people from afar. They don't have to be in your, inner circle or even your outer circle. But we can still send them love and light. But what it does is that forgiveness releases us. It releases us from that situation. It releases us from that pain and that anxiety. So if you have any forgiveness that you need to work on, this is a great time to do that. Now, your other card says, celebrate yourself. You deserve it. You deserve it. And that is true. You should celebrate yourself every single day. Because you're amazing. You're doing amazing things. You're doing amazing work. Kim said, definitely forgiving more layers of the onion this full moon. Yes, I feel better about things. That's awesome. That is awesome. And this card, Kim, clear yourself. Clear away any energy that might be clinging to you that's not yours. Ask the angels to release any toxic energies that you may have absorbed, because we absorb these from other people. Remember to use your bubble or whatever form of protection that you use, because it really does work and it really does make a huge difference. Okay, Destiny. Also went to see Sound of Freedom yesterday. Oh my God, I cried so much and must see. Thanks, Tiffany, for the suggestion. Yes, I totally agree, Kim. It's an experience, and I think it's something that people are going to be talking about for a long, long, long time. Okay, Destiny. Destiny, here's your question, your soul truth question. When was the last time you couldn't stop laughing or smiling? You need to do more of that. Hello, Robin. Hello, Sam Sam. You need to do more of that, Destiny. You need more joy in your life. Things that make you smile, things that make you laugh. You need to bring more of those into your life. It's very important. It's very important. And you know, when you laugh and when you're smiling, it's an uplifting energy, right? Not like when we're frowning or being sad, but it's very uplifting. Okay. Also, Destiny, law of attraction. Relationships and activities that you once enjoyed are now changing as you become more sensitive and aware of energies. And you may find yourself not enjoying the same things that you enjoyed before as your energy changes. The and that's okay. There is nothing wrong with that. I saw a post um, that I thought was very profound that I want to share with you. And it was shared on Facebook by someone called Mama Moonrocks. And this is what it says. The people you lose during your healing process were only meant to be with the unhealed version of you. Now, when you're going through that healing, that is something so powerful to think about, because people, once we start raising our vibration and our frequency, people do tend to fall away from our life, right? And a lot of times that can be very sad and disheartening for us, especially if they're dear friends or family members or people that we've known for a long, long time. But they were only meant to be with the unhealed version of you. You know, they have the choice to heal and to change and to raise their vibration as well. Then your frequencies would be in alignment with one another, right? So don't ever feel bad or feel like, maybe you should slow down or anything. Just remember that the people you lose during your healing process were only meant to be with the unhealed version of you. That is just so extremely profound. So I had to share that. Okay. Destiny. Okay. Now here I have Heather and then Joyce. And let's see what we have for Heather. Sarah said, wow, I was just talking about that same thing before your show, how people begin to fall away as you grow. It's true. Now, sometimes people may feel threatened by your growth. It's just like, say there's two people that are friends and one person all of a sudden completely changes the way they eat. All of a sudden they decide to go to become a vegetarian, let's say. And the other person just has a hard time dealing with it, to the point that they don't want to eat with them anymore or anything. And that's because it makes them uncomfortable, because it brings up things inside of them. Because then they start thinking, well, maybe I shouldn't be eating meat. Maybe I should be a vegetarian. And then the whole situation, they just want to avoid it. And I think it's the same thing when we start to heal. People start to see how you're growing and how you're evolving. And number one, sometimes it scares them. Number two, sometimes, they feel like maybe that's what they should be doing, but, they're not really doing it. And then some people will have that attitude, well, you just think you're better than I am because you're doing this now. And then what it is it just brings up stuff of theirs that they're not ready to deal with. So never take it upon yourself or think that it is your fault, because it's not. Heather, perform a random act of kindness. Wow, that's a new one. Perform a random act of kindness. I like that. And a random act of kindness does not have to be some big major gesture. But it can anything, hold the door for someone. I know that you do see this in a way. This kind of bothers me. Do it a random act of kindness, because these are things that we most often just normally do, right? We're going into a store and there's like maybe a senior citizen in front of us and they're having a hard time opening that door. You're going to open the door for them. It's just something we naturally do. So I don't think of that necessarily as a random act of kindness. Now, there's some people that would, because they never do things like that. But I feel like that's like just a very natural way to be. That's how I was raised, you know. I'm not going to let someone sit there and struggle with the door if I can help them. Or, you know, maybe somebody that's struggling to get groceries into their car. But just any act of kindness, Heather. Just something a little extra for someone. Oh, you're welcome, Destiny. I love you too. And be willing to forgive, Heather. Ask the angels to clear your mind and body of past pain in exchange for peacefulness. And this is what we're talking about. When we clear away that old stuff, we do get that sense of peacefulness. We get that better sense of joy. And while I am thinking about it, because I forgot to write this down before my show, the word that came to me for July was jumping July. And what I get from this message is that this month is just going to be hopping and it's going to go by really, really quickly, very quickly. So keep that in mind as you're doing your healing work. It's going to be gone in the blink of an eye. You know, it's pretty soon fall is going to be here, and then the holidays are going to be setting in. Then it's going to be the end of the year. When you sit back and look at your year, what do you want to have accomplished? Do you want to be in the same place you were when you started on January 1st? I hope not. I hope not. I hope that you're ready to clear away anything that no longer serves you. Because by you doing that, I want to say, you know, it's not benefiting me any. It's a benefit for you. A lot of times people don't see that. The benefit is all for you. However, when you raise your frequency from healing, everyone does benefit from that, right? Because you add more and higher vibrations to the collective light and the collective consciousness. So it's a win-win situation for everybody. That was Heather, okay. And Joyce. Now we have Joyce. Let's see what we have for Joyce. So Heather says, I focus my whole year on healing and forgiving. Beautiful. That is beautiful. And it's amazing, you know, what we can let go of. Things that we never thought we could. Pain and grief that we thought was gonna be with us forever. It's amazing how powerful we are that we can let that go. Well, I'm very proud of you, Heather. I'm very happy for you. Okay, Joyce. Oh boy, let's see. What is this? Oops, upside down. Gratitude rampage. List 10 things you are thankful for. Oh, I love that. And that's the same one Sarah got. So that's come up twice now. So that's telling me that we all need to exude more gratitude, to live more in that attitude of gratitude, and to take stock every single day of what we're grateful for. Because what a better reminder is there when we're thinking about our gratitude, when we're thinking about all of our blessings. And the other card you got says indigo. The person you're inquiring about is an indigo, meaning a highly sensitive, natural-born leader. Trying to figure out this picture here. Look at that, Joyce. Indigo. And I know that you are an Aries, and I know that you are a natural born leader. And I know that you're highly sensitive. A lot of times people wouldn't normally think of an Aries as being a highly sensitive person, because they tend to be seen a little bit more rigid, and at least in my experience. But yes, and you're very intuitive, and keep focusing on that. Keep following that intuition, Joyce. And keep on journaling. Write down all the amazing things that come to you, the amazing experiences you've been having, and the crazy dreams, because they all mean something. Sam, what do we have for you? Well, Sarah, I'm really glad that resonated with you. That is awesome. Sam, what do we have for Sam? Sam. Okay. Sam. Breathe in bliss. Exhale bullshit. There you go. Take all that good stuff in and let out all the negative stuff. All the crap that you don't want to hang on to. And Archangel Raphael, the healing angel, is with you, supporting your healing work. And I know things have come up for you in the past about your healing work. So I know that you are doing amazing things. Archangel Raphael and his whole team of angels are there to help you. And they're supporting you. And look I love this picture, which I think you might have gotten this card before. But I love this picture, and look at the energy coming out of him. It's so beautiful. And all that is there for us. All of it. So tap into that. Tap into that, Sam, because all it is going to do is to benefit you. So I hope that resonates with you. Let's see who else we have here. Oh, my pen quit writing. Oh, there you go. I know I saw Melissa. Hello, Melissa. I'm sure I'm not missing anybody else here. Okay, Melissa. Let's see what we got for Melissa Parks. Now, Melissa's show is on Fridays at 8 p.m. Eastern. Joyful Findings. So you want to make sure you tune in for that. And Tiffany's show is on Sunday evenings at 8 p.m. And that is Spiritual Insight. And I guarantee you, if you watch these other shows, you're going to learn so much that you didn't know before. And Robin McGuire, and her show is Robin's Cosmic Soul Food, and that's on Tuesday evenings at 8 p.m. And I already told you guys about Wellness Mary. Okay, let's see what we have for Melissa. Melissa Parks. Heart chakra, Melissa. The heart chakra. The answer that you seek is in your heart right now. Be open to giving and receiving love. Well, I know you do, because I love your messages about love. So what I feel from that is making all of your decisions through your heart chakra and through the eyes of love. But the answers that you are looking for are there. They're inside of you. And I know how intuitive you are and how amazing you are. And sometimes I think, when it comes to ourselves, it's a little bit more difficult for us to get a good message from ourselves or distinguish maybe what we're wanting to happen versus a message from our spiritual team. The other card I pulled for you, Melissa, again, third time this one has come up, Gratitude Rampage. List 10 things that you're thankful for. And we all have so much to be thankful for. We could sit every single night before we go to bed and list at least 10 things, right? At least. Let's see who else we have here that I missed. Robin. Let's see what we have for Robin. Third eye chakra, Robin. It is safe for you to see the energy of love in all of its forms, such as angels, auras, and visions. And I feel like maybe something is going to be opening up, that maybe you're going to be taking out another one of those gifts that are in your treasure chest, and that your gifts are going to be expanding. Expanding. That is always exciting. I don't know in what form, but I feel like they're going to be expanding. And they're also wanting you to perform a random act of kindness. Just do something a little different, a little special for someone. Let's see. Make sure. Oh, I know who I missed. Stony. Joyce. Oh, you're welcome, Sam. Joyce said, thank you so much. I had a dear young friend visit me today that went to Maine and brought me back a piece of sea glass with wind etched, with something etched in it. Oh, unwind. Like another daughter. A day of gratitude. I love you too, Joyce. Let's see what we have. Robin. Okay, I got that. Oh, I know who I'm going to get too. First, I'm going to do this one real quick. Stony. It says, parents, the divine truth is that your parents eternally love you to the best of their ability. The angels are helping you heal from any pain associated with your mother or father. And, you know, sometimes our parents can say or do things, especially when we're young, that might influence us throughout our life. And sometimes it may be something very small, but as a child, we interpret it completely different. So just know that your parents love you and that they are doing the very best that they can. Oh, the other card that came up for you is forgive someone. So, whatever that means for you, Stony, whoever you feel you need to forgive at this time, work on that, because I feel like it's really going to benefit you. And Wellness Mary, let's see what we have for you. Mediumship. You have the natural ability to connect with departed loved ones. Another one of those amazing gifts in your spiritual treasure chest. I don't know if this is something that you already do. I am not sure. But if not, you will be, because you have the natural ability. You are welcome, Stony. Okay, and Mary, let's see what other card we have here for you. Stay away from drama today. That's a great message for us every day, right? Stay away from the drama. You know how we all have that one friend who's like, I hate drama. And they're the one that always has the drama. Why is that? Because they attract it to themselves, right? They attract it to themselves. I want to thank you all for being here. I'm grateful for each and every one of you. Thank you for joining me this evening. And I will see you back here next Wednesday. Everybody have a wonderful, wonderful week, and go out and see the sound of freedom. You won't regret it. It's very eye-opening. I love you all. Good night, everybody.